wrestling fans, you know, if I could, if you wanted me to, I could just say Smackdown sucked. The only thing that was good tonight was Daniel Bryan and Charlotte to some degree, and that'd be it. I could leave right now, and we could go on and do some other things. Because SmackDown tonight, the go-home show to Thanksgiving this coming Thursday, which I am wishing all of you right now a happy Thanksgiving. Go and have a fantastic time on Thursday with your friends and family, with all the stuffing and turkey and pumpkin pie and apple pie and whatever you're going to be eating on Thursday. But coming off of the Survivor Series, coming off of the second longest running, as WWE would say, second longest running pay-per-view in history, you would think that they would give us an okay fallout, something to enjoy, to hype us up, right? For something. Just something that would spark our interest. I can't really say that they have. Daniel Bryan's new character. Biggest thing that happened. I love Daniel Bryan's new character. I'm going to tell you right now that best thing for him was him turning heel. I love how he comes out and he does one chant of a yes, and then he drops it down, and then he does this little bitty walk, and he has this weird twerky smile, and then he gets in the ring, and then he's cutting this promo about he's isolated throughout the entire time that he was out on the shelf. I loved it. Fantastic. I'm telling you, it was great. That was the best thing for him to do. And about how he described how he kicked AJ Styles and everything. It was just great. And I liked that they let Daniel Bryan go out there and just talk, and nobody interrupted him. Nothing. It was just him talking straight. It was perfect. And he was right. The yes movement, not as big as what it used to be. It wasn't. Now, if he ever turns babyface again after this heel run, see ya straight to the moon. Sure, the yes movement will be off and running, but this hill run gonna be fantastic. Can already tell. And how he said Brock Lesnar was there to beat the weakness out of him. It was great. But anyway, Daniel Bryan looking fantastic tonight on the mic. It was just great. If you had not seen that segment, go back and watch it. As far as anything else on the show, though, you know, we had The Miz and Shane McMahon come out for Miz TV. And, yeah, the only thing I want to say about this is The Miz does not need to butter up and pucker up and act like Shane McMahon is some kind of best in the world god anymore. This was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Before the Survivor Series, on the way towards the Survivor Series, I could get it. And I would understand it. Okay? I understand that. Try and get Shane McMahon on the team. Trying to make him happy. He was the best in the world. Won that stupid cup, However, wrestling fans, let's be honest, wrestling fans, no one wants to see The Miz turn babyface. We want to see The Miz heel. We don't want to see The Miz, a babyface, taking on a heel, Daniel Bryan. We don't want to see that. So, The Miz turns babyface, so to speak, right now, this week, buttering up to Shane McMahon and forming this best in the world tag team and taking on two jobbers, the Bryan brothers. And the Bryan brothers beat the best in the world. So I guess you could say two jobbers are now the best in the world tag team. They are the best in the world. I guess they deserve a shot at the tag team championships, huh? Because they beat The Miz and Shane McMahon. 2/3 of the best in the world, as they are saying on Smackdown Live. Does anybody find this to be absolutely ridiculous? If you do, please put it in the comments below. Does anybody else out there want Miz to go back to being cocky and brash and just a really heelish character? I mean, if he was getting under Shane McMahon's nerves, under his skin, that would be something. But this is garbage. And, speaking of garbage, the Bar, we are the Bar, took on the New Day. And the Big Show is out there too with the Bar. And this was supposed to be some holiday matchup, pretty much. And usually when it's going into Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's or whatever holiday it is, 4th of July, they always have one big, huge bash celebration matchup some type. And usually throughout the entire matchup, it's one big, huge fight. Whether it's a street fight, food fight, whatever. Did we see that this time? No. We saw a standard 6-man tag team matchup with some food thrown at the end of it. Now, wrestling fans, I know that the food fights, for some of us, including me, are getting old. Because WWE does a standard thing every single year, every single holiday. They do the standard thing. 4th of July street fight. Christmas present bash. Something along those lines. However, how many times do we have to see a formation of this 6-man tag? The Bar and the New Day can put on some good contests, good matches, but it was just an ordinary 6-man tag team match. That was it. What did they do? The Big Show fell through a table with food on it. Cesaro had 2 pies thrown in his face. What did he do? What is that? How does that make it any more special? How does that make it any more of a pilgrim-ish, Thanksgiving-ish fight? It doesn't, in my estimation. Now, Asuka and Naomi versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Once again, How many times do we have to see this formation? It's almost like, who cares at this point? They're not building these superstars up, these women up for anything except tag team championships that will eventually be announced for the WWE in the women's division. So it's like this match, it means nothing. I wish WWE would give more storylines for this stuff. You know, out of this entire show, when you really look at it, there was, 3 storylines? You had Charlotte's, you had Daniel Bryan, and you had Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. Which Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton I really don't even want to see anymore, because Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton pretty much did everything, in my estimation, that they could do outside of having different styles of matches, because they ripped off Rey Mysterio's mask already. But it's a 2-hour program, and you had 3 storylines. I guess some of you would say 4 because the Bar and the New Day, but I'm not counting this Thanksgiving thing. So give me a break here. Asuka and Naomi and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, if you're gonna have them if you're gonna have them in a match, have them in a storyline. Don't have them just building up friendships and things of that nature for tag team belts and blah blah blah. No. I know I am not the only one that's just sick of seeing that week in and week out. Same old stuff with these women on the roster. Both shows in the women's division, both shows with certain men as well. They get put in meaningless matches with no storylines. All the eggs in one basket for certain superstars and zero creativity for the others. I think I speak for a lot of fans out there when I say tired of seeing it. No reason why Asuka, Naomi, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville, if they're having a tag team match like this, which I'm sure we're going to see again, is not going to be some type of storyline. Either we see some backstage segments, in-ring segments, talking, where they're brawling, things of that nature. Something besides just tag team matches. Got to, WWE. Got to do something different. Done with this. Same with Charlotte and the IKonics. Now, I know that I'm going to give this one a pass, okay? Because Charlotte was just used the IKonics as a punching bags tonight, which I thought was not needed. Even though I understand why, because they were trying to enhance Charlotte's character in the sense of what she did at Survivor Series, which was beat Ronda Rousey within an inch of her life with kendo sticks, with chairs, you name it, she did. Not only that, but Ronda Rousey left the Survivor Series with booze galore. I mean, it was brutal for Ronda, and Charlotte did a brilliant job. You know, I don't come on here and always praise Charlotte, but I'll tell you, I'll be the first to admit, Charlotte did a brilliant job at Survivor Series, and the way she came off tonight, in the squared circle talking was brilliant, saying that if she sees Ronda Rousey again, she's going to finish her off just like Becky Lynch wanted her to, just like the man wanted her to, things like that. That's why she did it. I did think it was a little obnoxious and a little ridiculous, though, how Paige fined her $100,000 and whatever. That was unneeded. That's stupid. That's dumb. That's ridiculous. But whatever the case, if they can brawl and beat up refs and beat up security and things of that nature, and nothing happens to them on Raw and sometimes SmackDown, and nothing happens to a superstar, Charlotte hits 5 referees and $100,000. Be more realistic. That's dumb. WWE. But other than that was SmackDown Live. Rey Mysterio took on Randy Orton. It was all right. It was a pretty good contest. Don't get me wrong. But honestly, Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton, I don't want to see anymore now. WWE ruined it because they took the mask off already. If he was going to systematically take apart everything about Rey Mysterio and never have a long ongoing rivalry, and if they still do, he shouldn't have took the mask off tonight. That's just my opinion on it. But you all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. And don't forget to do everything I've mentioned so far, which is subscribe and hit the bell. Don't forget to do all that. Facebook and Twitter as well. Be much appreciated. Until I see you again, catch you on the other side.